Friday on Classic Hits with CityBreakApartments.com. High quality serviced and self-catered apartments for your location and budget. See CityBreakApartments.com.
Classic Hits.
Yeah, 8 minutes away from 10 o'clock, as you heard. Feel Good Friday all day today, and is it all with thanks to CityBreakApartments.com, providing high-quality serviced and self-catered apartments to suit your location and budget. And just before we get out of here, we just have an opportunity to speak very briefly to co-founder of CityBreakApartments.com. Johnny Drake is on the line. Johnny, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Jim. Good morning, PJ. Hope all is well.
Yeah, now
Morning,
listen,
Johnny.
Can I just apologise, Johnny, straight off the bat, that we're bringing you on after what was a little bit of a disappointment in terms of our world record attempt. So really what we're looking to you for, Johnny, is a kind of a good news story to finish the show on, really, to lift us back up. You finish on a high, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Was it though? I have to say, PJ, I kind of fancy a Jaffa cake now, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, it just so happens we've got a load spare from the
Yeah.
world record attempt.
Johnny, you knock around here. I definitely have at least 8 left anyway.
So listen, Johnny, give us a very quick background on how this all started, this CityBreakApartments.com.
Yeah, basically back in 2004, I was involved in a family B&B, and a guy walked into the B&B, and he said he wanted to rent the whole place off us. Okay, with 12 rooms at the time, small place in Parnell Street, the Kingfisher. And just by chance, I was there. I got chatting to the guy, and we had this building coming up, which was being renovated around the corner. And within a fortnight, he had taken the building for a company called Seiko, which is survivors of child abuse. All right. But that was back in 2004. Roll on 4 years later, he'd come back to us and said, listen, the redress board is dying off, and he wanted to give some of the units back, and we started doing kind of B&B, guest house, and kind of self-catering apartments from this building.
Right.
And that's how it all
began. And I'm assuming at the moment, just like with everything else in businesses, all the other businesses that are experiencing it at the moment, I'm assuming, are things tough at the minute for in your end of the business?
It's a very, very challenging market. It all kicked off in March when the Rugby International was cancelled. That Rugby, the Italian and the Ireland game, when that cancelled on the 6th of March, from that moment onwards then, anyone who wasn't aware of the coronavirus, their heads were turned. And then the Paddy's weekend was cancelled, and from that we had a massive amount of cancellations, and all throughout the whole summer. I mean, all our team worked 24/7 to try and get back to people and all the rest. But you know, we weren't really sure where this was going to go. A lot of people are saying, "Listen, it's a blip. Come May, June, it'll be all back to normal." I took more of a pessimistic route, and we started targeting the healthcare sector and the construction sectors. So we really kind of felt that, you know what, this is going to be longer than we think. Now, we're very lucky that we're self-catering. All our apartments are fully equipped apartments with, you know, kitchens, ovens, microwaves, all the delf. So we've got the advantage, let's say, over hotels.
Right. And is that where the kind of targeting is now? Is that like in terms of the kind of people and the kind of the people you're seeing on the website, the kind of people who are using CityBreakApartments.com, are they the sectors they're coming from?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the construction sector is very strong. You're getting guys coming in and they're taking maybe apartments for, you know, a month or 2 months period. We've got people coming in who want to self-quarantine for 14 nights. They don't want to stay in a hotel. A lot of the kind of, let's say, food and beverage options aren't available, and they want to be self-catering. So we're seeing a big, strong demand in a lot of sectors, yes.
Wow.
And there is a bit of there was a bit of domestic market as well, where people who are cooked up maybe at home in the family home or maybe are sharing a house want to get out for maybe a long weekend as well, and just to, you know, but don't want to go into a hotel, but want that kind of sitting room environment where, you know, you can have a few beers, cook a meal, go for a walk in the city.
That's incredible. Actually, I hadn't even thought about that aspect to all of this. The fact that you could just get away from your own home, still within your own city, or likewise that the people who need to self-quarantine, or the construction people, as you mentioned, and all of that kind of stuff. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary.
I stayed when I was staying in Cork, which I did an awful lot of the last few years. It was always, I stayed in really, really nice hotels.
But you do get to the stage where you think, I wish I could just make myself a sandwich.
Well, exactly.
You know,
yeah.
you
You'd like a little bit of control
a
over
little
it.
bit of control over your own life, so it's a great idea.
Listen, Johnny, it sounds absolutely fantastic. Johnny Drake, of course, co-founder of CityBreakApartments.com. They are the people who are bringing you Feel Good Friday today here at Classic Hits, and that's right through the day. I think you might be having a chat with Damien a bit later on as well, Johnny, as far as I'm aware. But listen, continued success. I hope it's going to be fantastic for you. Thanks a million for chatting to us.
Absolutely. Many thanks, guys. Take care.
Cheers.
See you later,
Thanks
bye.
a million. There you go. Johnny Drake, co-founder of CityBreakApartments.com, who, of course, are bringing you Feel Good Friday today. Time for us to get out of here, PJ.